Welcome to episode 9 of Mom Talk. I'm Jen.
I'm Tanya.
And we're tired.
We are tired. I am hoping for a filter that has lost in the last few minutes. I'm just tired.
We worked really hard this weekend. We had 2 Easter presentations at our church and
a Good Friday service and a Sunday service.
And our pastor got COVID, so Tanya stepped up and took on a lot of responsibility in the presentation at least, and in addition to your responsibilities for each of those days. So
also true, but we got
tired
through it. I am very tired. We got through it though.
Yeah,
and it was good. It was but I don't want to talk
weekend.
about it too much because that's later.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know the schedule for today. She
doesn't. Usually we discuss a little bit ahead of time, not in depth, but she was like, I don't want to know. So there you go. So coffee first.
Oh, yes. I am trying the creme brulee.
How is it? Is that the one you bought or the one from our pack?
The one from our pack that you didn't like last time. And it's all right. It is not as good as the one that I get.
Have I had your one
Probably.
yet?
It's Van Hoot. I looked at the brand. It's Van Hoot.
Okay, I just don't remember having it, but...
And Amazon sells a big giant box like this. So it's at the church.
I'll have some.
Yes.
I am having black cherry. It is pretty good.
It smells very good. I want to have that next time.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't realize this before, but over the course of Mom Talk, I feel like I'm kind of like a coffee snob a bit. Which I didn't think I was. But I think also my go-to coffee is the Starbucks caramel, the K-Cup.
So good.
And it's really good. And I feel like nothing has met that. I don't know. I didn't realize I was like that. But I feel like I kind of am.
You're like the opposite of your husband. Because he drinks like sludge.
He doesn't care. He needs it. He's an addict. So... he takes what he can get, whatever way he can. even like pills of caffeine.
Caffeine pills?
He has those.
Well, you've had to take them to him before, right?
No. No, so there was an instant he didn't, it's sad. He didn't have his afternoon coffee. And they were coming home on the 401. He was carpooling with somebody. Well, he was driving, actually, and the person he carpooled with was with him. And their cows got on the 401. Welcome to Napanee. So there was cows on the 401, and it stopped traffic for a couple of hours. It was a long time. And he started getting shaky, sweaty, dry heaving and whatever. And I was like, oh my goodness, this isn't good. So I was like, where are you? Do I need to go on and over, what is it?
An overpass?
Thank you. An overpass and find him. I didn't know because I was like, this is not good. 911, can you
get some caffeine to my husband?
Yeah, he's waiting for the cows to cross and it's taking too long. So could you just get some coffee into him? So since then, he picked up caffeine pills. I don't know if he's actually taken them, but he keeps them in his lunch pail. And of course, if it happens again, he won't have his lunch pail with him and it'll be the similar situation. But the thing, he goes from 12 cups of coffee a day and then he's like, okay, I'm going to cut back. And he has 2.
Yeah, too extreme.
Too extreme, which is Brian. All or nothing, right? And so it's hard. I'm even if you have your 12 cups, but instead of doing 12 ounces, do 8 ounces of the 12 cups and just go through that. But
that's how I try to cut back on sugar. I've cut back on sugar twice in my life, and I go just a little bit at a time, and then I have a bad day and I have a triple and I start all over again.
And then 2.5 years later you're down low again and have a bad day and
back to a triple.
Yeah, so I wish that, he, as weird as it sounds, doesn't drink as much coffee as he did when we were first married. And he still drinks a lot of coffee. But that's a him problem. He's his own person.
It's true.
Can't take that on Only I take it on when he's like going to collapse, or when I just had a baby, a C-section, and we get home from the hospital and my husband's on the couch like shaking and I'm trying to like change the diaper of this boy, and I have a toddler and I have a husband who just didn't get his caffeine
stitches, and you're making a coffee
and sore. And then I didn't even know at that point I had preeclampsia after I had the baby. All of that. That's when it becomes a me problem.
Yes. I'm not that addicted.
No, you didn't go at all today without coffee.
No, this is my first coffee, and it's decaf.
Yeah, but you like coffee.
You really like coffee, and I felt like I missed it today.
Yes.
But I didn't feel like jittery. There have been times where I'm like, I haven't had a coffee today, my head hurts, I need to get whatever.
Yeah.
Today wasn't like that. I try, if I do have those experiences, I try to cut back a little bit, because I don't want to be dependent.
Brian is a good example for you. It's a good reminder of like, okay, I don't want to be that person.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. So, you have a video. Tell me about it.
I have a video.
You said it was a unique video this week.
It's not on TikTok, I don't think, because I'm not on TikTok.
Why are we even watching it?
But it made...
That was a joke.
It made me laugh. Okay. And it made my family laugh.
Okay. So do I have a backstory for it?
No, I think that the story does a good job of explaining it. I don't know which one I have here. I guess it doesn't matter. That one right there.
Hey guys, so I received a mystery package. I don't know where it's from, so I'm recording this video just in case it's something for like my gaming channel or something, some sort of a gift that I wasn't expecting. I don't know if it's for the Born Again Gamer page on Facebook. So I'm gonna crack it open here. And if it's not for that, then I'll just delete the video. If it is, then I will post the video on the page. So let's see what it is. It kind of feels like a jewel case, like a DVD case or something for a game or a movie. I don't know what, but it says it's from Ajax, Ontario.
From Tech. It was from Tech.
Open. Oh, look at this. Look at this. I told my wife I didn't order anything, and she said, well, I didn't order anything. But I am the proud new owner of some Silly Sense markers. Wow.
Oh, for the
post
channel.
A review later. No, I won't.
No, I won't.
Look at the look, too. The look at the end is awesome.
But Amazon doesn't normally, they had like a sticker.
He was so excited.
No, I feel so bad.
He was like,
okay,
like this is
so we come home and there's a sticker on the door and it says like for Scott from Tech. So I'm like, well, I didn't order any tech
markers.
Silly scent markers. I didn't order any tech. So when he said, "Did you order something?" Of course I said no. And
Tech, he's.
So we had to go to
his
local drugstore and pick up this parcel just to get some markers
that you ordered. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna post a review later. No, I'm not.
But I look at the look like this was you, Jennifer. This was you. You got me excited for this.
For James.
But the video's hilarious.
Yeah, I liked it.
So that's worth it. Right? I don't know if you'd agree.
Do you like getting those like we missed you sticker things, come to the drugstore and pick up the parcel? I hate them.
No, I'd rather it just come to my house.
Right? Scott's diabetic supplies for a while were always delivered at like between 2:30 and 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't getting home in time to catch the delivery guy. And so he would leave a sticker so that we would have to go to the drugstore and pick them up.
It's a pain.
Such a pain. And finally one day I was home when he delivered and I was like, do you have to leave the sticker? Can you please just leave the parcel? Like, there's nothing. Like, it's just diabetic supplies. Like, it's no medicine, no nothing.
And that's so often, too. So, like, having to do that often is,
And so he was like, yeah, I think I could do that. So I am really thankful. Now he just leaves the box at the door, and I am so grateful.
That's really good. So I feel like I need to put this here because I don't want to keep, like... swooshing my ponytail around.
What's next on our list?
Okay. So, extracurricular activities.
Yes.
So, Cadence, when she was a bit younger, we tried her in soccer.
I remember that.
her trying to run after the other teammates, like from the other team, not her teammates, because she wanted to talk with them because she knew them from school. Maybe not even their name. Just knew them, recognized them, wanted to chat up. But the moment when I realized, don't think she's ready for this, was when there was a goal and the teammate was like, they were like, yeah, like on her team. And she's like, Mom, I just farted when I was running. She was so taken by that. Like, the excitement of that wasn't matched. And that's totally my daughter. I agree. I support her. I understand. But also probably not soccer, a good fit. Which she says to this day. Like, but I did tell her tonight, like, you never know if soccer may be a good fit in years to come. Like, you were still quite young. Daddy started soccer when he was, I think, more like grade 8-ish. Okay. So I said, you might want to try. But I've been proud of her because she hasn't really, besides, like, we've put them in swimming or dance. Like, she's done like that. But hasn't done anything like really super athletic-y or sports kind of thing. But this year she signed up for basketball. Nice. At her school. So they do that during lunch, and also the running club. She didn't want to sign up for the running club because she said you have to run 2 miles. But not last year, but the year before, Cadence was 7, almost 7.5. And she decided she wanted to run from our house to Grandma and Grandpa's, which is like just under 5 kilometers. So her and Brian trained for 2 weeks, and she ran it. And they were just doing a training, and she's like, no, we're doing it all today. So we're like, you did 5 kilometers. You definitely can do 2 miles. So she's doing that and really enjoying it. We've had like lots of conversations. Like, we're not sure if it's a race that they find out, like when they go to Kingston and do the running or whatever. We don't know if it's a race, but talking her through, like, you just do your best and you try, because she's not fast. She's really good long distance more. Yep. And she's tiny and stuff like that too. So, but she's enjoying that. And basketball too, we're like, oh, she's so tiny, but they're still learning a lot of skills even if they don't get picked for the team, and she seems okay with that right now, so that's really good. Micah has been more apprehensive to start, like, soccer. He's still young, though. He's still young, and he's my child, so, like, he really likes to process, really think about it, and is very uncertain at taking chances and putting yourself in a situation where you may not like it.
You didn't do sports.
No, I signed up for T-ball and I chickened out, and then my mom called a friend who was like wanting to get on there, and they said that they would take my spot and pay the registration fee, so he took it. No, I didn't. It wasn't until like a teen that I was like, oh, like fun baseball, like that was fun, but no, I got too in my head and scared. And then I had a tumor when I was a teenager, so that kind of, like, I wasn't allowed to do gym in high school. Like, once I had that, I wasn't allowed to do gym in high school. So it kind of, because my surgeries were right before grade 9 and in grade 10, it kind of, like, in the years that maybe I would have tried something, then I didn't. But, but you put your children in a lot of extracurricular activities.
I did pre-COVID, for sure.
Pre-COVID, for sure. But it's just interesting, like, I think from, as a child, like, I always did piano and stuff, but, like, as a child, what we did or what you wanted, because I feel like you didn't do it a lot as a child, so you really wanted that for your kids, and then how that influences, but then also the personality of, like, so Cadence is doing dance, and now she's doing the basketball, and she's doing running, and she's joined a writing club as well, so that was really cool.
What club?
Writing,
cool.
And then there's Micah, who is more apprehensive. So, like, the personality, but also, like, your hopes for your children and stuff like that
is very cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We overloaded it before COVID.
I wouldn't say that.
But kids really enjoyed it. They were in skating, and they were doing swimming lessons, and then we had, like, Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah.
And
there was other stuff.
Well, skating was 2 days because...
Soccer. You did soccer for a bit.
Yeah, until Jack was born.
Yeah.
That was the last season we did soccer. I was sick of driving to the games and then the kids not participating.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
But I really like one of the reasons why we chose the school that we're sending our kids to was that, like, they're a smaller school and, like, everybody participates in all the sports.
Yes.
Whereas the school that I went to when I was a kid, I very much felt like if you weren't in, like they had, like, leagues of, like, basketball that weren't necessarily affiliated with the school. And if you weren't in that league, then you didn't really get into the school team. And so I was really terrified to even put myself out there because I wasn't in any of those
I get that.
things. And so I really wanted my kids to feel safe that they could try different things.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're amazing at it or not is different. I just wanted them to feel safe to try because I never felt safe to try and always thought I hated gym. I loved grade 9 gym. Grade 9 gym was the best.
That's cool.
You missed out.
I did. I got to do, I think I did an extra French.
Did you really?
And then I did, no, maybe not. Probably English. I don't remember. I did a lot of English in high school. I really liked English class, but yeah, so it's interesting how it affects. And Brian's good because he's like, let her try it. And I'm like, I don't want her to, like, get hurt feelings and stuff. And he's like, it's part of it. So, which I get and helping them to work through it. But so we haven't talked about your medication and stuff in a while. How are you feeling? This is your med check.
My med check-in.
Mom Talk.
I think I'm doing really well, actually.
I would agree.
Yeah, the last time we kind of checked in, like, it was a little sketchy. I wasn't quite sure. You were nervous, but...
How long have you been on it now?
A long time, I feel like. I'm almost done my bottle.
So that probably is like 30 days, so like 4 weeks. I would guess that they would give you enough for 30 days.
Perhaps, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I think maybe longer.
Yeah? We'll have to check.
Because I feel like one of my check-ins was the week after March break. Yes, because I'd been on it before March break.
Okay, so it's been like a month and a half, like almost that 6-week mark.
Yeah.
But even close after us checking in, you seem to be coming around, and you very quickly, and you seem a lot more settled, and
things are so much better. Like, I'm still, crazy, but
who isn't?
But it's a lot better, and I think that most notably there's two things I think that have most notably improved. One is when I'm at work, I'm ready to do work. Like, I'm motivated to get things done and, like, do things right away, which was something that, like, I was always putting off.
Yes.
Like, oh, well, I'll just come in another day, or I'll take it home, or whatever.
Yeah, with marking and stuff, you've been, like, very on it.
And I have felt capable of doing it, which I've really appreciated. And the other thing is I really think that it has positively impacted my relationship with Scott.
Okay.
Like, we are getting along so much better in the last little while. And not that we were, like, at odds, but like, we're, like, in sync a little bit,
good.
And
that's
like,
helpful.
Yeah.
Especially when you're raising 4 kids.
Yes, because he's always been my anchor. And, like, I tell him all the time, like, oh my goodness, I could never get through this life without him being a part of things. But, now we're having fun. And
that's good.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah, I'm really because I don't feel like I've had a whole lot of fun in a long time.
Yeah.
And so
except with me, so it's nice it's with somebody else.
Yeah, well, So yeah, it's been
that's good.
It's been good. I have felt a little bit more in control, and I have been able to think a little clearer before I blow my lid. I still blow my lid from time to time,
of course,
but I can have a little bit more control, and so it's I definitely feel much more like myself.
That's awesome.
It's really good.
I don't have to be nervous.
Yeah. It's really good.
So finally, I thought, like, given that we had a really busy 2 weeks, What are some things that for self-care that you would do? Like, I know a part of the Easter thing and you playing the piano and being a part of that was for you to do something for yourself because you missed that and enjoyed that. And even if we're doing stuff that we enjoy and or areas of gifting, we still need to have the self-care and to take care of ourselves after. So I know last week Brian had said to me, so after all of this is over, you're going to have to take a day and just watch shows or do nothing. Now, that still will not probably be until like Thursday because I have to get my other jobs done. But yeah, so that's something that I definitely have to do. And I had a nap today and I've been trying to do those kind of things. So what's something for you that you would do? Or do you feel like you need that?
Well, food is probably like the biggest thing. And I don't make meals a whole lot anyways, but in the last like 4 days we've eaten out a lot. But I have been okay with that. Like that has been, I think, what we've done to keep things good. And so like my mom would come and feed the kids supper, and Scott and I would just take off and go to like McDonald's or something and get some food and then go to practice. And that was really good for us to just
have some time.
Yes.
That's good.
So I wouldn't have to stress about, like, what are we eating or whatever.
So you kind of let that go so that you could help to get through.
Yes.
Yeah. I let go the cleanliness and tidiness of my house. It's a disaster. Well, it's not that bad, but it's...
to your standards, a disaster. Because your house is, like, always kept.
No, it's not. It's not.
Have you seen my house?
Yeah, but it's not. Mine is not always kept. I'm pretty sure I sent you pictures of my house, like, sometime. Like, it's just not.
Yes, but I think you do a better job of being on top of tidying up.
That's because I have a maid, and his name is Brian Hendrick.
Yeah.
He
should come to clean my house.
He takes, like, if he's worked the weekend, like, the Monday, probably not tomorrow, but he takes that day after and will, like, get everything back in order. And I'm usually, like, typically on a weekend that he's working. Friday's not too bad. Saturday's pretty good. By Sunday, I'm like, I'm out. Dishes everywhere.
Whatevs.
Like, everywhere, meaning in the kitchen everywhere.
See?
I knew she was going to be like, they're not everywhere. Or, like, just clothes stacking up and toys that I, like, haven't put away. Versus on Friday, I'll try to put it away. Saturday morning, I'm still trying to put away. Saturday nights, not too bad. Sunday, I'm done. So, yeah, it's kind of that ongoing thing. But just being like, let that slide.
Some things you just have to let things go for a season, right? And
so I'm curious about you who are watching. Is there anything that you do for self-care or after a busy time that you make sure you do, or to help you cope through those busy times that is ongoing, like letting go making meals and just going and having that eat out or whatever? So I'm just curious about what you would do. So
during those busy seasons.
Yeah. So that's all on my list.
Cool.
Yeah, we did it. How did you feel not knowing?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Very good.
I think it's fun.
Make sure you like and subscribe. And we are glad that you're here. Do you have anything else to add? Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. You read past your bedtime.
That happened a lot as a teenager.
Do you read a whole lot now?
Not as much as
I miss it.
I do too.
Yeah.
I've gone through, like, so when we came back from up north, I took 3 months and it was like I just read. I was at the library every third day and I would get like 3 books like this and I read like so much my neck would hurt. I'd have to shift positions and I read and read and read because I went through multiple series and it was my like break time. But that was before kids and I haven't been able to have that. I miss it. Because
I find like...
Oh, sorry.
I just like, I would like to read before bed. But I find I'm just too exhausted.
And then about 2 years ago, I think I had, or maybe it's 2.5, I was like, okay, I am reading. And I started reading and I was like, yes, like I found reading again. And I went, I don't know, in a matter of like, I like get busy, right? So in a matter of maybe 6 months, I went through about 18 books or so. And I had kept track of them because I have a really poor memory. So I kept track of them. And then I had like books that I wanted to read, like lined up. And then my daughter put my phone in water. And I lost everything on my phone. And that was enough to be like, I don't even remember what I read. I don't know where I was headed. And I haven't read. It was sad.
Was that 2 summers ago?
Maybe.
2? I didn't read
because because part of mine was the gown,
the gown, yes.
I loved it too, and so like it was.
That's when
so
I was
nice.
reading last. The gown was so good. I really enjoyed that book.
But I was really, but it's funny how something like that can throw you. Yeah. Like it threw me off, and I was like, and now I just haven't gotten back into it. And my life is busier now than it even was then. So there's all of that as well. But I should. Yeah. Not should. I want to enjoy reading. I want to be in a book in a series that I'm like, yes, I want to read this.
I really wanted to read last summer and I didn't read anything.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. So if you have any suggestions for a book this summer that I could read, because I won't be able to read until the summer, but I would love to just say I read one book.
Yeah. That sounds good. Well, I think that's it.
Cool.
Yeah. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.